everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my day 2 of my December documented or December daily. And today I am going to be documenting a photo of my son and my newest grandson in front of the Christmas tree, and they're looking all adorable. They're both wearing their Carhartt pants and their Carhartt shirts, and they're looking father and son in front of their Christmas tree. So absolutely love that. I also printed off a picture of him, Everett. We gave all four of the boys got an advent calendar, and so Everett's mom sent me a picture of him on his day 2 opening up his advent calendar. We gave him a little people's character for him to, or his mom and dad, to enjoy opening up on his first Christmas. The other thing I did was on Saturday, I spent the whole day working on Christmas cards. I'm trying my hand at doing some watercolor. So I've been making some card fronts. Hopefully they don't look too kindergartenish, but made like Christmas ornaments using my Vicki Boutin watercolors that have like that metallic look to them. So I did ornaments, both up and down, and then did some stamping. I did this one here that is a full one, another one kind of in purple that's a full one with my sad looking tree branch. I have another one in blue and gold. Then we did one vertical in pink and gold, and then my hand at a very artistically sketchy Christmas tree. So I want to document my attempt at doing these handmade watercolor cards. So I had taken a picture and sent it to my sister to get her opinion. So I did take a picture of the cards and then a picture of my table with me with all my watercolors out. So I'm going to go ahead and document that. Putting it into the album, if we go back and look at where I left off, I had the full page picture on day 1 of my sister and I in front of the local Christmas tree lighting, and then 4 pictures of us when we actually, went to the winery. We saw Santa as we were walking around, things like that. Now, on the back side is this lovely paper. It's the pre-paper that Simple Stories gives you. And I really like it, and I had intended to use it. However, I really like this photo of Kevin and Everett, and I'm really enjoying the bigger photos, and especially since this is his first Christmas, I'm thinking that instead I'm just going to go ahead and cover this up. So I went ahead and printed it using print to size, and I can tell right now it is not printed to the right size. It's too small. So I think what I'm going to do is take a strip of paper to go down along the edge where I will hole punch. So I need to find something for that. And then on the other page, we are going to use the pocket that is the 2 3x4s and a 4x6. And then I will just put something over the top of it. Now, what I thought I could do is use some rub-ons on this. I am going to need to pull in, obviously, some paper. So let me grab the 6x8. And again, I'm trying to, it's going to be a combination of my stash, but also what I did bring into my stash this year was the 49 at Market. For those of you who know me, I love that whole vintage look, and I can tell right now this buffalo check with the poinsettia in the corner is really pretty. So we have a green And I'm not pulling in purposely blue. I mean, I'm not averted. I don't have an aversion to doing up colors within my book. You know, I figure the photos kind of will dictate a little bit more. We'll see. Okay, this one I like, but if I print it this way, actually I can tell right now, these are going to be too small, I think. Let me look at, when I hold it up against here, I know I have to trim it down. Yeah, they're a shade too small. So let me grab the bigger paper. And see what we have. I also have that buffalo check paper from the day before that I could use as well. Let's start with this one though. I do try and limit the scraps that I have, you know, and try and use things up, but it's okay. You know, if you cut into paper, you cut into paper. This is cute with a Santa Claus, but I want to save that probably for a Santa photo. This is kind of cool with all the Christmas, and that still leaves me with this section here, but let's keep looking. This one would be pretty with the, if I do the holly right along here and then hole punch it. I kind of like that. And then that side's red. I also have the washi tape too. So, and then there's the poinsettias. That's kind of neat with green. And this one is more of like a typeset. I kind of like that with the, and especially with the splatters, because it kind of would offset the other side where I'm going to have the watercolor story. So that might be a good option. So let me, as I'm talking to myself here, I think I talked myself into that one. And let me see what those washies look like. So these are the washies that have like postage stamps going down the side. I've got 2 of those. I've got the washi stickers that I should probably get out. This is just regular postage stamps down the side. And this one is washi and this one's washi. So let's take a look. First of all, let me go ahead and trim. I'm going to trim the picture down and see how much we need, because we may even be able to just do washi down the side if I don't have to cover up that much. This washi from 49 and Market's pretty wide, so let's just go ahead and trim this and see how much we're working with here. Now there is a little bit of white at the top, so I'm going to cut that off. And then I'm going to stick it to the photo because I think the photo is a little bit longer than the card. And then I can trim it to the card. See, his feet are overlapping. So to cut his feet off is not a big deal at all. So let's go ahead and do that first of all. Go ahead and put him down. Yeah, I'm thinking almost washi tape, and then I don't have to cut even a full piece of paper. Even though I did like that paper and that look. And I still could go back to it, but I'm, you know, you just hate cutting into a full piece of paper for a small strip, if you can avoid it. So let's see what we can do with this here. All right. So we have that. Now, I can go with a gold. And this has two types of gold. One is stars, and the color would go kind of with the paper. Then we have words. This is too thin, but together with this one, the two together would work. My other option is we have the poinsettia one, which I think, again, with Santas, and we're not really looking at Santa. And then we have this black, which I really like, with the pinstripe of red. Thinking that. So let's go ahead. And what I'm going to end up doing, just so that I know that it sticks down really good, because it is going to go into the book and it won't have anything wrapping around the outside. I'm going to go ahead. I don't know what was stuck to my tape there. I'm taping this really good. And then that way my washi will stick, because this is not going to be in a page protector. This is going to be outside the album and get touched. So I'm just going to put the washi tape down like this, and then I'll trim it off in a second. And now let me grab that red and white striped one. Let me just make sure this is on there straight. Doesn't look straight, but all right. And then let's get this one down like this. And trim that off. All right, and then all we've got to do is trim the edge. And trim the edge here. All right, so that gives us that little bit of an edge there. And then let's see, I need to poke holes, hole punch. So I'm just gonna grab, I just have a regular office one, and we'll just poke holes in the washi tape. And that's perfect. Okay, let's put this back for a second. And we'll put this back for a second. Now, what I wouldn't mind having is something down here in a rub-on. And I have a couple options for the rub-ons. And let me grab them. These. And we have these. And I was kind of liking like this little Merry Christmas. Or I could do our tree would be cute. Because it is the two of them in front of their tree. Okay. Let's see which would work. I really like the Holly Jolly because that would make it all the way across the picture. And so would the Christmas wishes. And so would the Our Tree. So they have a big Our Tree and a small Our Tree. I think the big one won't work, but the small one would. But I think the Merry Christmas, if I'm looking at it, would take up a little bit bigger of a room. Because there's 3 sizes of the Merry Christmas, and I really like that size there. So let me go ahead and cut that one out. All right. So I'm thinking this can go right over his pant legs like that. And if I go up a little bit, there is these washi, and there's labels in here, and I could put, you know, First Christmas, or I can even spell it out. All right, let's just go ahead and get this down right now. Now I printed this photo at home, so if for some reason it doesn't look good, I can reprint it. And I'm really loving, I got for Christmas last year the Canon, I forget what the model number is, but it's the wide format printer that Sarah Scraps has. But this is the first time I've printed pictures with it. Normally I print my photos on my Epson PM400. And so, and I've printed like 12 by 12 on regular cardstock photos, but I haven't really played with it as much as I should because I always am using my Picturemate 400. But I use the Epson 8.5 by 11 photo paper on here, and I'm loving this. The quality is very nice. I was worried about that because I've printed with a regular home printer before and not liked how the pictures have turned out. And this has kind of been a pleasant surprise here on how well they look. All right, love that. Okay, so we have our Merry Christmas going across the bottom with our, and the other thing I like about using the rub-on is now I don't have a lot of bulk on my page, which I'm all about. My books get really chunky by the end, and so to try and keep down a little bit of that chunk is a good thing. So like I said, it has these little rub-ons, and I'm thinking if I can put one of these right here, or this isn't a rub-on, it's a washi. If I can put this washi right here at the bottom, I can just put the date. Oh. Nope, 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 nope. Gotta move it over a little. Oh. It's kind of covering up the S a little bit, but that's okay. I think it was covered up a little bit by the rub-on. or the holly on the rub-on. I thought it was me. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the date, 12/7 or 12/02. 2023. All right, love that. I could maybe put something down here. They've got some little hollies. There is one small Santa. That wouldn't be bad. Oops, just cut off his legs. I'll cover it with an enamel dot or something. All right. Maybe we can put a candy cane. Oh, I know, we'll put a holly where Santa's feet came off. Can't have that. Perfect. And I'm going to put another little holly here. I don't want to cover up too much because it does show, you know, that like their room and their house and things like that, and their name. And this was a milk can that they collected the wedding cards from when they got married. So I think all that is kind of special, and you want to leave that on there. We'll go ahead and put this other little holly here. And I think that's all we need to decorate that page. Again, keeping it simple. The picture is what I want to stand out. The rub-on worked perfect. All right, so now going to the other side. I'm gonna leave that there. Let's go ahead. We know we're gonna want his photo there. And I might use those washies again, or I have other die cuts that we might use. I have some Nicole Jones ones. And I might put one across here. Let's see. All right. So that's going to go in there. I'm thinking I need a label for here that I can write about doing my Christmas cards. Let me see what I've got. Okay, those are the Nicole Jones, but there's no labels in there. Okay, I have this label that I think I'm going to use for his Advent, and maybe something underneath it. Or do we even need anything? I have that there and cut off the end. Let's see what we've got. It does have these little frog clips. So maybe let's go and put one of these green ones on here. maybe a poinsettia above it. So we'll put the poinsettia in the corner with the little clip. And then we can cut off the edges here. All right. And then we'll go ahead and write on here, Everett. So I just have on here Everett. And of course, I can't talk or write when I'm on camera. Everett with his first Advent calendar, opening his Little People Day 2. So that's cute. We'll go ahead and put that in there. And don't have any enamel dots with me right now. I think I'll pull those out for tomorrow. So right now I'm good with just having that, leaving it flat. Like I said, by the end of the month, it's going to get so chunky and bumpy that if I don't add a lot of enamel dots and things, I'm okay. This one I'm going to leave alone, but this one I have, oh, I know what I've got. This says Made with Love for You. And then I don't think that's, oh, I can put my, maybe I'll change it. Let me see if I can get this off. And then I'll use the big one. And then I think what I'm going to do is put this over on the other picture with my number. Come on. Okay, got it off. All right, so we're going to go ahead, and there's a little bit of residue on there, but that's okay because I'm just going to cover the whole thing up with the label. So then I can cut this off and save the other half for something else. This makes me happy because this is an old October afternoon that I haven't used in a long time. And then I think what I'll do is use this washi just to put in this corner. And just write, spent the day. Watercoloring. Making card fronts. Or Christmas card fronts. For friends and family. And then I'll be funny and say, I think I made 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll just say 8 down and a ton to go. 8 down, tons to go. All right, like that. Gets me a little bit of decoration with the washi. I got my journaling on there. And then we'll go ahead and put this, and I think I'll just put it right here in the corner, and then have that made with love. And let me go ahead and I'm going to use those gold again. And I have a number 2 right here. And that gets those used. And that kind of sets off that kind of gold color with the lights of their tree. Oop. All right. Well, that looks like no, it's 2. Nope, too big. All right, let me find something else. Yeah, these are too big as well. I need something just a tad bit smaller. I have these gold little mini letters. And what I'm thinking we'll do is spell out the word to. All right, so we need a W. T, W, and O. I should have started with the W in the center, but let me just double check this. No, it looks good. Maybe I'll put Everett. Do I want to put his name down there? Nah, it's pretty good. I've got it in the journaling. All right. So I think this is going to be it. I like how this looks. Put these back in. So we have Made with Love, and we have the word for day 2. And then I have my journaling with my watercoloring. We have Everett with his day 2 advent calendar, which kind of tells the story that the kids got advent calendars. And if my daughter sends me a picture of them opening them, the other grandkids up, we can send those in. Maybe I can send her a message and say, hey, can you film today's? And then we have the picture of Kevin with Everett by their Christmas tree. So let's go ahead and get this put back into the album here. All right, so we have day 1 with the full picture and the 4 smaller ones. We have day 2 with a full picture and the smaller ones, documenting Kevin and Emily and Everett's Christmas tree, Everett's Advent calendar, and then also the making of my Christmas cards that are not yet done, and hopefully people will enjoy them. I've got to make more tonight. So, all right, everyone, thank you so much for stopping by, and I will be back again tomorrow with day 3 of documenting our December. I hope you're all having a great December, and just keep in mind, if December is not something, December is the Christmas holiday is not something that you celebrate, or you can take these same concepts and use them for documenting any month in your life, any holiday. So if you are one that celebrates Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or Denali, whatever it is that you and your family like celebrating, or you have other traditions that you want to document, or just a plain month in your life, taking a picture every day and doing these same concepts can be used to document your month. Anyways, thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you all again tomorrow on my channel for day 3. Have a great night. Bye-bye.